Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Friday evening. You already know where we're going, okay? MC Lyte, one of the best female rappers. Old lyrics have popped up. A song that she made back in 1991, Too Young for What? And she's under fire because she's talking about, liking 17-year-old, do we say boys or young men? I'm going to read the lyrics shortly. She's getting dragged, and rightfully so. Lyte is damn near like family to me. I haven't seen her in years, but for those of you who know my history, First Priority Music, my homie Nat Robinson, oh my goodness. 824 St. John's, that was the old First Priority office, and that's where I lived for years, okay, in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, all right? But yeah, she's getting dragged. The old lyrics have resurfaced, and let me just say salute to the Culture Report. I just became aware of this podcast. Ray Daniels, okay? He was talking with my homie, Heineken. I've known Heineken for years. Heineken is one of the hardest working people in this genre, okay? So the lyrics, and I'm going to get to them shortly. Wow, I forgot about this song, but this guy, again, Ray Daniels, he brought up the lyrics, and this is somewhat sort of picking up traction. What say you? Do you give her a pass? Yo, I'd smash. That's what most of you guys say when it comes to, holding females accountable. You say, yo, I'd smash, though. And you don't really, go in, shall we say, okay? Not that I'm saying you have to, but, hey, let's kick her back in tonight. Okay, also, Pastor Gino Jennings out of North Philly. I don't know this man, but I went to his church mid-90s because I've got a lot of family in the Philly area. You know this already, Cheltenham and so on and so forth. I saw him live. Whoo! He's 1 year older than myself. And if you're from Philly, you already know his name rings bells. I have to honestly say, he's, in my opinion, right now at this point in time, one of the top 5 best debaters with regards to the Word of God. Now, I'm an atheist, a non-believer in the theory of God, but to be respectful, I'll say he's one of the best, maybe top 3 debaters of the Word of God by way of the Holy Bible, Old and New Testament, okay? So, yeah, he's all up in TD Jake's, he's up in his ass. No homo. He's taken shots at him, not just recently, but he has been going back a year or two. I had to do a little research yesterday. And if you have ever seen him live, as I did, again, I think it was like 1995 or 1996, man, he is sharp. He is thorough. He is, his execution is very, very, I'll just say top shelf, okay? He's been preaching since his teen years, so this is what he does, and he travels the world, okay? Call in if you like. If you're from Philly, I would like to hear your thoughts on this, okay? Also, I wanted to talk about Papoose and Remy Ma. The audio that came out a few weeks ago by way of John Dadon. Now we are hearing the unedited version. It's on TMZ with regards to Easy, the Block Captain, talking crazy, confirming that there was a physical altercation between he and Papoose. However, if you go to Papoose and Remy Ma's IG pages, recent posts show both of them wearing their wedding rings. Do they have an open marriage at this point? Easy, the Block Captain out of, I'll just say the Philly area. I forget where he's from exactly. A month or so ago, where was that battle, a rap battle? Was that in South Jersey or Philly? I think it was South Jersey. And supposedly there was a confrontation. Well, he has pretty much confirmed that there was a confrontation in this audio. So we may have to do somewhat of a tea sipper special this evening, okay? Phone lines open right now. But yes, MC Lyte. Let me get to the lyrics here. Whoo, child. 1991. off of the album Act Like You Know. All right. She says, I'm too old. What's with that crap? Come on now, brother. Age is just a number. Anyway, what matters is your state of mind. And if you give me some time, I'll make your heart all mine. And then she goes on, I don't like pushing and I don't like rushing, but most of all, I don't like fussing. Come on now, sweetie. Why don't you stop fronting? Besides, older folks come equipped for good loving. It goes a little deeper, a little bit later on. Oh, because I love a young buck that give a firm blank, but once in a while they become love struck. Okay. I mold them, shape them, make them, then I break them. Break them in, pardon me. They get the job done. I make them get the job done. It goes on, but now she makes reference to a 17-year-old or around that age group. She doesn't say 16, 15. Unlike KRS-One, oh my goodness. You guys up to speed on the Boogie Down Productions album, the song 13 and Good? Has he ever apologized for that? Has he ever addressed it? KRS-One, the teacher, okay? All right, so that's my show in a nutshell, okay? And I may want to address, hold on a second here. Facial recognition in Atlanta, GA, a little bit later. Someone sent me a link, thank you so much, with regards to the facial recognition AI errors that are going on in the Atlanta area. Why Atlanta? Well, if you ask me, if you want to do a conspiracy of sorts, Atlanta is the new black media mecca. People are moving down there in droves. They're building Cop City, a $90 million facility in South Atlanta. Okay, you should know this already. And they are remodeling one of the biggest jails, Fulton County, I think $1.8 billion. So are they lining people up who moved to the Atlanta metro area? A little bit later, okay? All right, sit tight on the phones. I want to get my head right. I'm sipping Zawadi vodka tonight. Troll babies, good evening. I see a couple of you have already sent in donations. Thank you for your support early. Okay. Who just sent that donation in? Amongst Envy got your donation. Star, Happy New Year. Salute to the machine. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. And Florida Boy Jay, if you're out there, do we need to talk about Russell Wilson? Benched for the remainder of this season? Whoa. Okay. Sharif, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Peace. Okay. I don't see a message, but thank you, Sharif. Nat from Michigan, I got your donation. The Pistons will win tomorrow night. Okay. Keep us posted, Nat. Most requested, I got your donation. Thank you so much. And Shakur, peace. He says Tank Davis is a Muslim. Yes. Tank. What did he change his name to? Tank Davis. He also says Gino Jennings is the man. Sir, I've already put respect on his name. I saw him live. Again, he's 1 year older than me. Are you from the Philly area, Shakur? And let me just say this for those who don't know. Bishop or Pastor Gino Jennings is one of the best debaters, again, that I've ever seen. He went head up with the Nation of Islam, broke them down like penicillin. He debated one of the top, if not the top, gay pastors in America. Dismantled him very, very easy and strategically. And he knows that Bible inside out. So thank you for your donation, Shakur, okay? All right, let me get to the phone lines early. Hold on a second. I'll bring in 510 first. Are you there? Good evening. 510. Friday night.
What's your boy, Sir Shy out the Bay Area? What's popping?
Good to hear from you, sir. Where do you want to start, man? Are you up to speed on MC Lyte's old lyrics?
It may sound nasty, it may sound mean, but I'm into little boys that are 17. Man, yo, did Rory write the lyrics? I mean, what is going on? This double standard of they all this talk about misogyny and hip hop, and these 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 feminists buried those lyrics. They tried to delete that song off the internet.
Yeah.
So to salute to the person that brought that up, it just shows a bigger double standard in today's society.
Ray Daniels from the Culture Report. I'm not familiar with the platform, but let's give him the credit he deserves. Go ahead.
What I don't like is that these double standards, like a male teacher, if he gets accused of having inappropriate dealings with a younger female student, it's no investigation. It's automatic.
Yeah.
Other way around, it's like these courts don't even want to prosecute the women, like white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It's like when a female teacher messes with a younger boy, they almost like throw the case away. And it just shows the same thing with MC Lyte. You won't see you won't see the Shade Room. You won't see Tasha K. You won't see Amanda Seales. You won't see none of these heifers bring this.
Easy, don't call these women by names. Now hold on a second. Now, to my knowledge, MC Lyte has not even responded. This story came out a couple of days ago. She has not responded. This song, Too Young for What? This was 1991. Now, to her credit, to MC Lyte's credit, Rick James had a song, 17 and Sexy, one of the rock bands that I promoted. Winger, they had a song, She's Only 17. And that, what was that book, Belle Biv DeVoe song, something about backstage, underage,
Do Me.
Adolescent.
No. Was it Do Me Baby? Yeah, the Do Me Baby remix. I heard that Busta Rhymes ghost written that.
Either way, do they still perform that live? I've never seen.
I'm
sorry. Hang on a second, Sir Shy. I did see them live. Belle Biv DeVoe. Oh my God, I forgot. Good, you were saying good.
I think it was the Do Me Baby remix. I think the whole industry kind of let Belle Biv DeVoe get away with that one. Even to this day, they kind of look the other way. But it just shows like a bigger issue with protecting young men in hip hop. I mean, we've already heard all the rumors from Little Bow Wow to
I don't want to talk about rumors. Hang on, let's stick with the lyrics.
Crisscross.
Sir Shy. I don't want to do rumors. Let's go with the lyrics that we have. Should MC Lyte respond, address this, or is it not that big of a deal, Sir Shy?
No, I think we got to bring her to the car. We got to bring her to the front of the congregation. Yeah. She's gonna have to explain this because I mean, this runs a lot deeper, and I'm glad you pointed it out, and we'll see if it makes any traction. But I would definitely like to hear some type of explanation from MC Lyte. Hey, can I touch on Russell Wilson?
Well, hang on a second. Doesn't she still, or she used to do the voice for one of those BET Awards ceremonies? You know what I'm talking about? That's MC Lyte.
I think she does like a commercial, like it's like a car commercial. I think she's like the voice of a sponsor.
No. She's like the voice in between the breaks at the goddamn BET award ceremonies. I don't know whether it's hip hop or what, but she's been doing that for years. Should we demand that she be suspended on some hate and shit?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if Crazy Legs had to step down from the Olympics, so should she. Man,
right.
they all want to be equal. They made Crazy Legs not performing that breakdancing Olympics. Nah, MC Lyte, yeah, you can sit down too.
Well, now Crazy Legs was pulling out his tool sober.
Allegedly.
No. He was sending out dick pics. It's not alleged. He apologized. But guys,
I mean, Rory does that. Rory be doing that to.
Come on. Stop it with the side shots unless somebody is on the line. Stop.
All right.
Come on.
All right. You're right. Can we switch to Russell Wilson?
Yeah. Russell Wilson suspended, right?
Yeah, man, he got cut just because he's biracial.
No, pardon me. Benched for
he got benched. Yeah,
for the remainder
just because he's
of the season. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, these Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, they get in their Negro wake-up call in the NFL. They think that, see, that's why he should have handed that ball off to Marshawn Lynch. And ever since he did that, they rewarded him Sierra. They gave him a big old contract. And, just once his play dipped off, they gave him that Negro wake-up call.
Okay.
And, but, that coach, Sean Payton, he's really more of authority. I mean, this is the same guy that got suspended a whole year for Bountygate with the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was taking bounties on quarterbacks on Brett Favre. I don't believe his moral compass.
Yeah.
But Russell's most likely going to have to go to another team, maybe the Las Vegas Raiders, maybe the Atlanta Falcons, which would be ironic because Future lives in Atlanta. So that'll be a big conundrum.
Is Russell Wilson washed? Can you answer
I wouldn't
that?
say he's washed, but he's definitely on his last legs. He kind of reminds me a lot of Steve McNair on his last playing days. Kind of a little bit of Steve Young.
Gotcha.
And,
right.
It happens. Everybody gets a decade, 15 years of fame, and that's it.
Thank you, Sir Shy, for tapping in.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. I'll cut him short before he takes another shot. I mean, he and Rory, they have this thing. I mean, if they're on the line together, I let them go back and forth. But I don't like, people just like constantly take shots at someone else. Guys, my top story this evening, MC Lyte's old lyrics about liking little boys sparks debate. Skyler Sanders, are you out there, sir? Skyler, on his channel on YouTube, he addressed this a couple of days ago. He was on top of this early. I was waiting to see if it picked up some traction. MC Lyte, 1991. Her and I have really, really good history. I don't want to go too far back, but when I worked at WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic, back in the 80s, I promoted rap music on the various labels under Warner Brothers, Electra, and Atlantic. And that's how I first met my dear friend, Nat Robinson from First Priority Music, And Nat is very instrumental for those who know my history, again, in the Around the Way connections, Rise, and Star and Buck Wild, okay? So I can't, really, really go in on MC Lyte, but Wikipedia is saying that she's 53 years of age. Stop the cap. Hey, speaking of Skyler Sanders, Skyler, are you there, sir, on a Friday night?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
How are you, man? Good to hear from you.
Doing well. Good to hear from you as well.
You addressed this title a few days ago on your show, MC Lyte's old lyrics about liking young males, but they're positioning this as liking young boys. Your thoughts, Skyler Sanders, please.
Well, I just see it as such. I demonstrated this in my video. Mm-hmm. I said there are some jurisdictions that say 17 is admissible for sexual relations,
right,
if they're both 17. But if you're 18 and 17, you can't do that in certain jurisdictions, certain states and cities. But I think overall, I mean, it's like if you're under 18, you technically are a boy. You technically are a young man, but you're technically still a boy.
I disagree.
Once you hit 18, that's when, or 17 in certain circumstances, you are a man. Because then, even in the military, once you hit 17, you can hold a rifle and defend your country at 17 years old.
I hear you, but I disagree respectfully. At what age? At what age does a young boy become a man when he has that bar mitzvah?
Oh, it's 13.
Yeah. So are we doing too much with regards to MC Lyte? She wrote a song. I mean, we have nobody that's come forward and said, hey, when I was 15, MC Lyte, choked my snake. She massaged my bald scrotum. We have no one saying that. It's just lyrics, right. It's art.
Exactly.
What do you say?
That's what I was arguing too. I was arguing and that topic, it's like lyrics in court.
Okay.
It's art. It's just art. You can't really fault her. You can fault her. You know, you can disagree with her. You can not buy the you not stream or buy or whatever the case may be. Not support her. But you can't do anything legally if nobody has come forth with details saying that she touched them.
Well, listen, we as a sick society, a nation of trolls, we want blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't she at least hang on. Shouldn't she at least address this and say, I'm sympathetic to the current climate, moving forward, there will be no more of that. I mean, something. Someone just sent me a text here. Hold on a second. Deeds, thank you, Deeds. Deeds says MC Lyte is currently a co-producer with Common on The Wiz on Broadway. So shouldn't she at least address the mainstream? Never mind hip hop. Hip hop is just, as I said earlier, just, yo, I'd smash. That's all they're going to say. Yo, I'd smash. Or, yo, nah, leave her alone, yo. I like her hits. Shouldn't she address this?
Yeah, she could do her tour like most comics do, like with when they say the N-word or when they do something bad, they go on there. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and leaders of the black delegation tour. She could go on a sexual abuse tour. She could go on to the people that have been abused and.
Did you say Jesse Jackson? I thought he was drinking cheeseburgers through straws.
Through a straw, yeah. No, but I was saying he in past times.
Okay.
Like 15 years ago or something. When they do that tour.
Got you.
When they have the leaders of the black delegation.
Okay. Skyler, great to talk to you, man. What else do we need to promote on your channel? Sky Sanders on YouTube, please.
Yes, Sky Sanders on YouTube. I just gained a few more followers. I appreciate it. I just need the cash apps to hit stronger. I've been taking care of that. I have PayPal is paypal.com/Skyler Sanders. My Venmo is at Skylerize, SKYLERIZED, and just keep checking out for my posts. I keep pushing them, and I appreciate your support.
Hey man, everything is spelled correctly on the screen. YouTube.com/@Sky Sanders.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey man, great to talk to you. Thank you for your support as always.
Can I ask you one more thing? This is just an epilogue.
Sure.
Gino Jennings is one of the greatest haters of all time. I learned about Gino Jennings when I was 14 years old. I used to watch his
Pastor. Hold on.
Excuse me.
Put some
Pastor
respect
Gino
on his
Jennings.
name.
Excuse me.
And
Pastor.
I'm an atheist saying put some respect on his name.
I'm an atheist too.
Yeah.
But when I was a believer, when I was consumed by the theory of God,
right.
I watched his sermons and I was, am I right? And he had it on smash. He definitely lays down.
He still does.
Wear head coverings.
He still does. And most people in the Philadelphia area, his name rings bells, and what
absolutely,
what he does so very well. But man, he gets down for his crown. Crown. Okay, thank you, Skyler. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
appreciate it. Take care.
Right. Skyler Sanders tapping in, guys. My showrunner, in case you're not up to speed, Pastor Gino Jennings goes in on TD Jakes. I'm going to say he went in balls deep. And Bishop Jakes sent Pastor Gino Jennings an email, concerned about the smoke that he was getting. And I think he and other bishops, ministers, and or preachers sent out an email to the FCC to try and get Pastor Gino Jennings removed off of some of his affiliates. If anybody has knowledge, please tap in. Tonight's a good night, okay? James, I got your donation. Star, I heard you shut down. I'm not sure what you're talking about, sir. In Allentown, PA? I haven't been to Allentown. Actually, I'm sorry, I was in Allentown in November. Yeah. I'm not up to speed on what you're saying, sir, but thank you for your donation, okay? Food, peace, and self-care, I got your donation. Happy New Year's, Boss Hog. Sometimes I want to out, but I don't want to be in the can with niggas, okay? You want to out? What do you mean? I'd rather be with Ma, joint watching the Star Report. Okay, black culture is the right arm of white supremacy, okay? Also, a little bit later, I want to go in on Karens, but I need to know, will you go there with me? I hung up on 2 Karens, what's today, Friday? Yesterday, which was Thursday, and today. I usually hang up on mammies and Hispanic girls, but I hung up on 2 Karens. I'm going to talk about this later. TJ got your donation. Star, some say she is a peg master. Okay, I don't know that to be true about MC Lyte. She was married, and I think she has since divorced. Okay, but I don't know her whole background with regards to her sexual activities. Oh, wait a minute. Miss, should I say Garcia or on the block with Jen? Area code 702. Jen, is that you?
You should say on the block with Jen.
Jen, how are you? Was cracking. Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. So I've been listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that MC Lyte's back should be kicked in. That's what I think.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what I think. So as I'm listening to you, I was curious as to who wrote the song, right? Because I think that's also important. So it's 7 people total, 6 men plus her. So that's 6 men that contributed to that song, which is interesting because when you read the lyrics, if someone didn't tell you who the artist was performing it, you would think, oh, this is a man talking. Call me master. I don't care if you're in school. I'll be back on Friday. We all know them dudes came through the school. Right. Come on the weekend. We all know they pulled up. We know how that was. But still in all, I do think that she should say something about it because why not? If this was a man, he would have been nailed to the cross by now. By now, he would have been nailed to the cross. Right. So why shouldn't she at least make a statement? Like, why should she get to skate? No, you need to say something. It doesn't matter if you're a woman. I'm like, Auntie Touchy, Uncle Grabby, they should be held accountable equally. She needs to say something. I don't think that she should skate at all.
I agree with you, but I'm not going to be on an island by myself, swinging a sword. Let me just read something here for those who are not familiar with this song, because this wasn't like some monster hit. It was off of her album "Act Like You Know," again, 1991. But just a little bit more of the lyrics. It says, "It may sound nasty and it may sound mean, but I'm into little boys that are about 17. I don't know why, but they put up a fight." And hot damn, that excites the MC Lyte. She says, quote unquote, little boys. She said that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's literally a description of sexual assault. You put up a fight. Right. You put up a fight, but that's literally you describing sexual assault. So how could she at the very least show your face? And talk about how those lyrics came about. Now, there's 6 writers that were men plus her. So it doesn't matter. Like, she can't take herself out of it. Like, it was 6 other guys writing with me. Right. She needs to say something. They need to put her feet to the fire, just like they do to the men, okay? If people are getting exposed, let's expose everybody and let's keep it fair down the line. Yeah. And I think that this is, I know you said earlier, you told Skyler, like, no one's come forth and said, hey, she did X, Y, and Z to me. But now that this is brewing, who knows? There may be someone that will come out and say that. You never know. Now with this, coming out, you never know. So she should get in front of it. But to completely be so, in my opinion, arrogant to like, I don't even have to address it. It'll go away. Yeah. I think that's messed up.
Yeah. You guys are doing too much. Knock it off. It's just hip hop. Let me go back to the lyrics, Jen. Last but not least, here's a description. Hardworking, not one that sells prescription. So if you're in school, that's okay. Get straight A's, and I'll be back on Friday.
Wow. 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 Nah, she gotta say something. She has to say something. Ain't no way. She gotta say something.
You're from the BX.
You making an appointment? Yes, I am, and I'm very familiar with the environment of the guys coming through on Friday.
Right. When you heard Boogie Down Productions, what was that album called?
Criminal Minded.
Well, I got to Google to be sure. Can you Google 13 and Good? Jen, are you in front of a computer or something? I don't think that was Criminal Minded. It was Boogie Down Productions.
Oh, no, I don't think that was Criminal Minded. Hold on. That's the album I had. I don't know about
13
and I was just looking at 13 and Good.
What album was that? Sex and Violence.
Montreal Babies.
Sex and Violence, 1992. You know that period of
Sex and Violence.
Music and art. It was they would make songs and they would literally target a younger demographic just openly. And I'm not going to go too far back into some of the artists who did this and who did that, but Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin. Did you know that once upon a time?
Yes, I know that. I know about Elvis. And here's the thing. Okay, fine. It was in vogue back then to talk about children as, sexual partners and what have you. That's fine. But I think, today at least say something. Right? Because you're still, especially if you're still a public figure and you're still attached to current projects. MC Lyte is still attached to current projects. At least show your face and say, hey, look, that's how it was back then. It was wrong. I wouldn't do it again. Let's move forward. But to completely not say anything to me shows an arrogance. It shows little boys don't matter. You know what I mean? So, no, say something. Say something. I don't care that it's a woman. Say something. Yeah. I'm waiting.
What's going on your platform, On the Block with Jen? And you have another show that you just launched. Give us some background, please.
On the Block with Jen, we've been dissecting Dr. Umar Johnson's visit to the Joe Budden podcast. It's been getting pretty hot on my channel. I even had to edit out some stuff. It's been getting a little crazy with the whole Eminem should be, one of the number one rappers. I went in on that. I went in on that way before Dr. Umar. So it's interesting that this is coming out. I agree with him. I agree with Umar Johnson. I'm on his side with this. And also I have Sisterhood Sips, which is spelled CIS for cisgendered woman. And it's a show that I do with a transgender woman. And we talk about all things about dating and what we think about guys and our differences and our similarities, because believe it or not, transgender women and cisgender women do have similarities, and we're getting a really, really, really good amount of feedback on that. And you'd be surprised, there are more men over there than women, so that's interesting.
Did you and your co-host Lily ever give the name of the guy that the two of you dated once upon a time?
We didn't give the name. We both found out that we were dating the same R&B singer. I wanted to give his name. My co-host did not want to give his name because she says that it would be unsafe for her to give his name because, transgender women can get hurt if they expose someone. So I wanted to give his name, but I don't know. People claim that we gave enough clues on the show to find out who it is. So people were throwing who they thought it was in the comments, but we have not confirmed nor denied. But we did end up dating, finding out we dated the same guy. And, the people that she's told me she's dated is jaw-dropping in the business. It's jaw-dropping. It really is. So now a lot of guys you think are straight.
Right. Well, would this guy allegedly be known as a switch hitter because he dated Lily? Or is it, on the down low, the low, allegedly?
I I would consider him on the down low because he's not out about dating transgender women and gay men and heterosexual women. So he would be on the down low. Publicly, he's presenting as heterosexual, but he isn't.
Is he in the group 112?
He is not. He's a solo singer. He's a solo singer, and he has many hits.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I would have blasted him, but Lily was like, no, because it's dangerous for the trans community, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna respect what she wanted to do, but people were like, we gave enough clues, and they were guessing who it was. So far, no one guessed the right person. They got close, but
well, don't tell me.
But it's a great show.
Don't tell
me.
No,
I'm not telling you. I'm not.
I will snitch. I will snitch. Jen, great to talk to you.
I know.
Thank you for tapping in.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Stop. It's my birthday, damn it.
Okay. I don't celebrate.
Say happy birthday.
I don't celebrate my born day.
Wait a minute. Is that connected to atheist thing? Because I'm an atheist too, but I celebrate birthdays. It's the only holiday I celebrate. The only one.
I celebrate every day of my life. I don't give people just one day out of the year to acknowledge the greatness of me. If I don't hear from a person throughout the year and then they try and check in or tap in on that one day, I reject their text messages, emails, calls. Fuck out of here. Yeah. But I hear you.
Oh, like if they're telling you happy birthday?
Yeah, I mean, I don't go to anybody's birthday party, so why? No.
Okay. All right. Well, happy birthday to me from you. I'm taking it, Star.
Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon, Jen.
All right.
All right, take
Bye.
care. Bye. Yeah, I don't do that birthday thing, player. Folks, thank you for your support. Hey, Stacy. Stacy says, I ain't never scared. Spirit, Smooth Tunes, got your donation. Hey, Star, salute. And you were correct with that Rick James lyrics. Yeah, she was only 17. What album was that off of? Thank you, Spirit, for your donation, as always. Guys, I'm looking for some of my sponsors to call in. Tonight's a great night. Sharif, I got your donation. Thank you, sir, for your support. Again, Nat, thank you for your donation. Okay, Deed sent me an email of Remy Ma walking. She's wearing the wedding ring. This is a recent photo from her IG page, okay? And you can see Papoose, he's got his wedding ring on. Okay. Maybe they have an open marriage. I mean, I was going to talk about that, in terms of my top story, but I said, do we really care at this point? It's like, we want to hold Papoose down, but in reality, if he's not saying nothing, why should we? Why should we? Let me go to area code 206. Good evening. It's Friday. We're talking about MC Lyte's old lyrics, so you have to speed. 206. Yes, no, maybe?
So what's going on, baby?
How are you, sir?
Yo, what up?
How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm from New York, but I'm out in the West Coast. But I remember you from the Hot 97 days. And that lady that talked about a birthday, back in the day, you would have said, let me get a shout out, and you would have banged on her. So you turned into a nice guy.
Well, sir, listen, I don't, let her speak. She called in. She gave her opinion on the topics. This ain't back in the day, sir. Yeah. Fuck Hot 97.
Yeah, but
let's get up to speed.
And I know your man Buck, too, out in East.
Let's get the fuck out of here. You a Hot 97, yo. I make more money now than I ever did on Hot 97. Folks, please, stay on topic. I'm not your friend. Area code 917, good evening. MC Lyte's old lyrics. Should she be held accountable? That's what we're talking about. 917. Yes, no, maybe. In 5, 4. Gotta go. Okay. Let's go to area code 416. Good evening. Are you there?
Yo, Star, what's going on? It's Friday, Ricky Dread.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. Let's crack him.
Yo, I covered this story about maybe 2 weeks ago.
Come on.
there's way more than MC Lyte that needs to get her back kicked in.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a lyric right here. I went to the high school about 3 o'clock. Try to catch a cutie, riding my jock.
Can
My
you come closer to the phone, Ricky Dredd? Closer. You're on a type of headset or something. Come closer. I want to hear you.
1 second.
Give me a second.
How about this? Is better?
There you go. Go ahead.
I went to the high school about 3 o'clock. Try to catch a cutie, riding my jock. My homeboy's Jeep, the system blasting. Cold 40's dog, smiling and laughing. Girls all over, the kind I adore. I felt like a kid in a candy store. LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Big old butt.
Yeah, it's my guy, man.
I'm gonna give you another one because MC Lyte's not the only one. Okay, here it is, right here. Hey, I asked a question. No need for guessing. Hey, baby, how old are you? 26, 21, maybe 22. I'm 25. She shucked and then she negged. And then she said, I'm only 13. 13, I need an escape. That's like a statutory grape. But it was good. KRS-One.
Yeah.
13 and Good, Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah, that's actually off of the Boogie Down Productions album, Sex and Violence. We already discussed that. Go ahead.
Yes. LL Cool J. There's another one called Pregnant Pussy from UGK.
Oh, my goodness.
Where he says, it's no fun if she has a son, but since she's having a daughter, then we call it a 2-for-1.
Good God almighty. Yeah. So hang on a second, Ricky Dredd. I appreciate you tapping in. We Love Hip Hop. Is it .co? I forget. We Love Hip Hop.co?
.ca. Yeah, or We Love Hip Hop Network on YouTube.
Gotcha. So now, this story came out well over a week ago. I don't see any real traction. Are people dismissive because a female said this, or are they just like, not really concerned? If it were a guy, oh my God, we got to get him out of here. We want an apology. If it were a guy.
Couple things. Joe Budden covered this on his podcast because it actually came from an Instagram page from a woman named Bianca Monique. She has about 25 of these posted on her Instagram page, from statutory grape to all the underage stuff, everything about all these rappers that need to be canceled because of their old lyrics.
Okay.
He brought it up on his podcast maybe about 3 weeks ago, played a few clips. They tried to, suppress it, dismiss it, and then they brought it back up again maybe a week or so after, saying, whatever her name is, the Instagram chick, she's kind of butthurt because we never mentioned her name. So it's been mentioned but suppressed. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of people don't want to let go of their hip hop heroes. They don't want to let go of a lot of those songs from back in the days. Like Ghostface is in there talking about high school pussy. Girl, you got the best nookie.
Jesus.
If
you can send me the link to that female's IG page, I'll acknowledge her as well. But I mean, I'm going by what I saw on the Culture Report. Someone by the name of Ray Daniels, and listen, I like to give people credit if I'm referencing a story. My guy Heineken, he was on that show. So yeah, this has been out for a little while and no real traction. So let's go back again. Why isn't this on like some of the bigger platforms? Is it because it's the holiday season, or it's a female? Yo, it's MC Lyte. Y'all gotta chill. It's not that deep. What's the reason?
Hip hop moves the goalpost, especially the old heads in hip hop. Okay. Because when I reposted a bunch of slides of all of these different songs, I seen a whole bunch of coping in my comment section. Oh, well, we got to examine what age these guys were. Oh, this person speaking hypothetically. Right. Everybody had every excuse in the book to try to hold on to their hip-hop heroes. So when it comes to certain people that people like, right, they're not quick to throw them away. But if it's somebody who's already, deemed the villain in hip-hop, and then they do something wrong, then they're out of here.
Okay. What's the latest?
So I did send you the link to her.
Thank you.
I sent you the link to her Instagram page in the email address, in your email as well.
I will check her out, man. What's the latest on your platform, Ricky Dredd?
Well, we're doing a year-end wrap.
Nice.
So I'm going to be putting out a year-end wrap tomorrow.
Okay.
For New Year's Eve. going to be going live tomorrow for New Year's Eve as well, or not tomorrow, day after for New Year's Eve, and just keep on keeping the content coming through through the holidays. We haven't stopped. So
I appreciate the call, man.
2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
2 episodes a week and daily content on the YouTube all the time.
Thank you for tapping in, Ricky Drip. Thank you, man.
Happy New Year, sir.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right. MC Lyte. Do you care? Little boys, she said it. It may sound nasty and it may sound mean, but I'm into little boys. They're about 17. I don't know why, but they put up a fight, and hot damn, that excites the MC Lyte. Because, yo, I love a young buck that give a firm fuck. She says firm fuck. But once in a while, they become love-struck. But that's okay. The Lyte is good. Soul food good. So tell me, honey, are you ready to score? Again, I'll ask, what are you too young for? Guys, on the screen, youtube.com/@7devious. That's the homie Devious J. Great content. Please go there and subscribe. Tell him I sent you. Okay. Spirit, are you calling in, man? Good to hear from you. Thank you for your support. Is your wrench working? Spirit, you should be good in the live chat, man. Just want to make sure, I'm taking care of you, Jacob, I got your donation. Okay. Thank you for your support. I Am Playful. Got your donation. Stray Cat. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the old rock trio, the rockabilly trio? I Am Playful. Sexy and 17. I'll have to Google that. I mean, I'll take your word for it, but I mean, what was that guy's name, the guitar player? Give me a second. She sent in a nice donation. They were like a big MTV band. Yeah, Stray Cats. She's Sexy and 17. Okay, thank you so much. 1983 song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a thing, sadly, back in those days, It's just, sheesh. Terrence, I got your donation. Star 13 and Good was about, okay. It's a little crazy. Thank you, Terrence, I got your donation. And Deeds, I got your email about Common and MC Lyte join Broadway bound The Wiz as co-producers. Oh. Should we contact the theater? Should we contact the theater for the new Broadway production of The Wiz? Hold on a second. MC Lyte and Common. Yeah. What a great guy Common is, man. He's been a guest on my show on a few occasions, man. I have to say that, okay? Let me go back to the phone lines here. Area code 732. Good evening. Are you there? It's Friday night. MC Lyte. We got her head on the chopping block. Are you up to speed?
Peace, half a man.
Peace.
Private Star.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Hey, man, real quick, bro. Hey, back in them days, even you could go further back, man. That wasn't really looked down upon, man. It was real light, real easy. It went past a lot of people's heads, The whole age thing, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's all over the music.
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Paul himself?
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Yes?
You could say that. But
I could say that, or is that a fact? So I heard you say half a man, half a black man, I guess is what you.
Oh yeah, peace.
You half man, peace. Done. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he had babies, having babies.
Yeah,
yes,
from a minor. Yeah. And that's on paperwork.
Yeah. Oh,
But
I heard.
But if you look past just like if you keep going, if you just keep going, like I'm from Venezuelan descent.
Okay.
I've known Colombians or Venezuelans, even Peruvians that come that like you over there in those countries. That's way man. It's little minors marrying grown men. You know what I'm saying? In foreign countries. Like, that's not just here. It's been normalized in a lot of places, man. So, now in over here in the north, it's a big thing because it's a lot of
the great wilderness of North America, sir. The great wilderness.
Pause.
The great
Pause.
wilderness. The great wilderness of North America.
In the great wilderness of the Northern Americans. That's a fact.
That's a fact. It's a fact, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shit. It's still the same shit back then than it is now. Just motherfuckers trying politic behind it. Feel me?
Have you ever been to Venezuela, sir? Have you been there?
Oh man, you don't want to go neither. You talking about you don't want to
go?
Sir,
I asked you. Have you ever
been?
Go
to Jamaica before you go to.
Sir, have you ever been to Venezuela? You said you're a Venezuelan descent.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
I've been there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Caracas, to be exact.
Okay.
Right? State capital, the capital of Venezuela, in the most dangerous city everywhere.
How much did they rob you for? How much did they rob you for out there?
I ain't get it. I did. Yo, word is born though.
Sir. I was born. Sir, I was born in '64. How much did they rob you for? You went out there. You thought you was gonna smash something light, bright, and almost white. She caught you. How much did you get robbed for?
Nah, I ain't get robbed. I ain't get robbed. I was still a teenager when I went out there to the foreign countries, bro. I was on that. I was still. You on
went
that
out
thumb.
there. She grabbed you. She grabbed you by the scrotum, as they do. She took you to a rat-infested
powder in your face.
A rat-infested motel. She told you, take your clothes off. I'm going to go wash up. And she climbed out the window. How much did she rob you for? Keep it real, sir.
Dog, they'll blow that powder in your face, and then you go hypnotized.
Okay.
They'll empty your bank account and all that. Look that up. I think it's called the devil's dust or the devil flower, something like that in English.
I wouldn't know, sir. I've never been to that shithole. But now let's go back for a second. Let's go back.
Holla at me. Talk to me.
She blew a little powder in your face. You woke up. You were butt naked. How much did she rob you for?
Shit, bro. She stole my passport.
Facts.
Couple dollars, because I got credit cards. I got debit cards. She stole the passport.
Right. She took your 14-karat gold.
Only, she didn't know that, though.
She took your 14-karat gold.
Little bootleg Roly. She thought it was, but
right. See, now we talking. Now, listen, sir. Before you go,
talk to me.
I need you to give us the mathematics of the day. You called me half a man.
What's today? Hold on.
I know the math. But you better get it right. Better get it right. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Knowledge, wisdom.
Get him out of here. Sharon, send an email to my alleged daughter, Amy. I don't deal with copyright strikes and blocking people. I'm 59. If she blocked you for something, you probably said something crazy to her. She's of that younger generation. They don't give a fuck, okay? But send an email to Amy, and you guys work it out or not, okay? Super Sly 75, Bruce Springsteen's I'm on Fire. Yeah. This gun's for hire, dancing in the dark. Da, da, da. Clayton, I got your donation. Ooh, MC Polite. Okay. Okay, and I spoke to Skyler Sanders. Thank you for your support, sir, again. Hey, Amanda. Oh, Amanda says, I'm a Karen. And okay, she says, I'm a Karen, and I appreciate you hanging up on us. Oh, that was nice. Thank you so much. Let me go to area code 270. Good evening. Friday night, we're talking about MC Lyte. Old lyrics have come back to haunt her. Do you care? 270. Yes, no, maybe. Gotta go. Okay, let's get you out of there. Dragging, lagging, wasting our time. Let's go to area code 786. Good evening. On Friday night.
Good evening.
Hey.
So here's my thing with the MC Lyte thing. I consider myself kind of an OG, right?
Okay.
And back in the day, the lyrics they didn't bother you. I work in retail, and I was listening to BBD. Like, they just had a playlist going, and they say backstage,
underage, adolescent. Yeah.
How you doing? You know? And I've sang that so many times, but it never really clicked to me. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now or because we are just more progressive now. We're just more progressive now as a culture, especially like after the whole Epstein and the Me Too. There's this huge emphasis on the treatment of women and with the R. Kelly thing, and especially young women who are just at that peak of adulthood, and young boys too. And because that's been exposed and we've become more progressive, that shit would never fly now. But back then, it's kind of like an ex post facto thing. Like, are we going to get mad about it? We didn't say anything about it for 20 years or however long it's been since she dropped that track, you know?
Can I ask, how old are you? And I appreciate the call. Let me just say that first and foremost. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. Maybe.
So I'm an 80s baby, and I remember MC Lyte.
If I can respond, I heard what you said. If I can respond. Maybe you were just a heathen then. You were programmed by society. Maybe your moral compass, however you came to that position in your life, maybe that's the fault of whoever raised you, and society is not to blame. I was born in 1964. You know this already. I have been in many situations doing coke with girls. And, they were at their vulnerable points. And I knew in my goddamn mind, don't take nothing. Don't put your hands on nobody. In spite of the climate at that particular point in time when the drug of choice from my era was cocaine. In spite of that nasty, disgusting drug, I never took nothing. So, with all due respect, might you have been, once upon a time, a heathen and a person of low moral standards?
No, not at that age when I was like around hip hop. I never really got into MC Lyte like that. I was maybe 5, 6 when they were dropping that.
Okay.
I'm just listening to the lyrics now that all of this is been going on. But that's why I referenced BBD, because there were songs when I was around 13, teenage years, that I was singing, and it didn't click to me like, oh my God, that's so perverted. And I'm gonna.
I heard you, but now hang on a second. Stay with
music
me.
Is society.
Stay with me. I appreciate the call, but why did it not register in your mind? Where are you from? Where were you raised?
I was raised in Rhode Island.
Okay. Why did it not register in your mind? Hey, whoa, backstage, underage, adolescent. Why didn't you say, that's not right? Regardless of the beat, regardless of the beat, why didn't you say, I don't like that?
Well, I was a kid. I was a teenager. I wasn't dissecting the lyrics to that capacity. I was more enjoying
Why not?
My question is, why not? Radio say we don't like that? Why not?
Hang on. Why were you not? Were you hypnotized by the music? Why were you not listening
I just told you why not. You can't expect for a kid to decipher those lyrics and somehow the kid is jaded. because they're just dancing to the music and just, just going past the lyrics, really, So it's not a kid's job to sit there and really decipher the music like that. That's why
I disagree.
it's tainted, and that's why they do it.
I disagree. Yeah.
So we got to agree or disagree on that one then.
How old were you at that particular point? And we're just talking. I'm not trying to come down on you. How old were you at that time? Again.
When the MC Lyte track dropped?
Yeah.
Well, what year did it come out? I was born 1980.
1991.
So I was like 11 years old.
Well, it wasn't really a hit. It wasn't like a big top 5, top 10 hit, to my knowledge.
Right.
I forget. So, okay, but now some of these other things that you heard in your 15, 16, Biggie, all that shit. Biggie was talking, C4 to your door, no beef no more. None of that stuff. You didn't say, hey, that's out of pocket. That's out of line. You never said that until you hit your 40s?
I definitely. Oh yeah. I did, because of the household, especially that I was brought up in. I mean, my mom used to go off on my brother, like, how dare you try to play that in the house? So
right.
I knew, like, a lot of it was wrong.
There you go. So your mom was trying to regulate, but you were running amok? Is it fair to say?
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I was a good kid, respectfully. I mean, I was a really good kid.
Well, I don't know that. I mean,
Did I get dated at some point in life? For sure. But at that time when that music was going on, I was a good kid. It just wasn't something that I was really paying attention to lyrically.
Gotcha.
And I think that's the power of music. Kids aren't paying attention to it like that, but it's still influencing them.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Puerto Rican.
So you're a nigger with straight hair, so you had no choice. Hip hop and rap music. You took your
Correction, I'm a nigga with curly hair, but go on.
The hip hop subculture, it took control of you, and you had no choice. Is it fair to say?
Well, the question is if I'm at an MC Lyte, I don't really care about what she said back in the day, because I feel like as a whole we were at a different mind state. Plus, I was a kid, so like, what am I demanding an answer from MC Lyte now? Like, you got to say something about this. And there was 7 other people that wrote the track, so the whole thing is just kind of weird anyway. But it's like, who cares?
Well, now hang on a second. I want you to finish up. I'll give you the last word. I appreciate this call. I know MC Lyte and her family, and we were very, very cool. I mean, Wikipedia says she's 53, born in 1970. Stop the cap. Yeah, so I expect something from her now. Address this song. You're a woman of a certain age. You're part of the mainstream, the dominant society. You're co-producing Broadway plays. Yeah, say something. Don't just give us your fucking tampon to lick. Say something. Go and finish up.
Yeah, I mean, if some people wanted to say something, they're entitled to that as well,
All right. Okay. Thank you for the call, darling. You have a great night. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Folks, if you're new to the show, I give my callers the last word. I enjoy having these discussions. Let me go to Cash App and PayPal, and nobody wants to chime in on the Karens. You see, when I go in on Karens, you guys, you're scared. I hung up on 2 fucking Karens. One bitch yesterday and one bitch today. And I'm going back to the goddamn pizza shop. What's today? Friday. I'm going to go back there Tuesday or Wednesday. In person. Order something, or maybe some fucking cannolis. And I'm going to say, Lopez, I'll be right back. Hang on a second. Hey, Carrie, I got your donation. She says, happy holidays, Mr. Terrain. Just a quick hello from Seattle. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you for your support, beautiful. Okay. Hang on, guys. I got to make sure I'm promoting my sponsors. And sponsors, you're welcome to call in. It's Friday night. I am so ready for New Year's Eve. I'm so ready, I celebrate all holidays. I'm a proud American. A heathen. And a capitalist. Guys, before I forget, I'm looking for anybody from that Philadelphia area to call in and put some respect on Pastor Gino Jennings' name. Never mind my position. You see, the beauty of a true atheist is he and or she can respect the position of a believer. I'm not intimidated. You know, we agree to disagree. Improbability is not evidence of design. But if you subscribe to that book, that's fine. That's fine. And I've been a non-believer since the mid to late 80s. But I do believe in something that is myself. Okay? But Pastor Gino Jennings, woo! In case you're just now joining me, one of the best that I've ever seen. I went to his church with some of my family members from Philadelphia. He was smoking that day. Man, he was doing what he does. I don't know his full history. Anybody from Philly? Isn't he's born and raised in North Philly? Is it Hunting? Hang on a second. Is it Hunting? Born in 1963. Yeah. Hold on a second. So he came up in the church. His father, if I remember correctly, was a minister. Give me a second, guys. What I'm trying to say is this man, with regards to the word, Old Testament and New Testament, he is sharp. Bishop T.D. Jakes, he's with the flashy, jiggy, the bullshit, and I like the bullshit. So I watch Bishop Jakes. I have been for years, you know. I want to get to the Potter's house to see him live, to see the theatrics, the bullshit, you know. But let me just say this. He doesn't want to debate Pastor Gino Jennings. That is a debate he does not. I don't think he's... I'll leave it at that. You guys call in if you like. Okay, I just want to say that. Jersey's Concrete, you're tapping in. Tonight's a good night. I got you on the screen. Thank you for your continued support. Burr, I got your donation. This for your Renegade. Oh, okay, so you're getting it number 9. Okay. He and I spoke earlier today. Thank you for your support. Let's see. Peace, Tony. Okay. Thank you, man. Salute. Somebody sent it a donation. Is it Red Sea? I'm just going to say salute. Thank you for your support, okay? The Milky Way sent in a donation via PayPal. Star, I got someone from the Lombardo family from Chicago trying to speak with. Okay, email me. You're trying to have a conversation with my homie Vlad? Email me. You have my email address, thehater1964yahoo.com. Thank you for your support. The feds, the agency, will like to thank you for your service. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Miss Power B. Bianca Monique on IG was the first to point out the Lyte record on December the 11th. Thank you so much, Miss Power. Can you send me any information via email? Bianca Monique, did I say that name right? Salute to Bianca Monique. I like to credit the actual source. I was giving credit to my homie Heineken and a young man by the name of Ray Daniels. But if Bianca Monique is the one, let's acknowledge her, okay? King Milano 7. Hey, Star, I love your show. Okay, send me an email. We can talk business, all right? Send me an email. Thank you for your support. Oh, here he is. The white Denzel. Friday night, Rory. Rory was cracking, was shaking, was popping.
Yo, OG, what's going on?
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Nice. Happy holidays, man.
Happy
How's it
holidays. It's going great, man. I'm still spoiling myself. It's going great. It's cracking.
All right, cool. Yo, we had a black Santa over in my crib, over in my house this year.
I got the
A
pictures.
black Santa came to my family.
I got the pictures.
Yeah, he was real generous. Yeah, I sent you a couple pictures, man. We had a black Santa. You know, the kids left out a couple of shots of Hennessy and some freshly rolled blunts for him.
Okay.
You know, and yeah, he was appreciative of that. You know, kept it in the culture.
Okay.
Yeah, cup of cappuccino. That's my girl. MC Lyte.
MC Lyte.
Yeah, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's part of Black American culture. Going after the young ones. You know, been going on for a long time. There's a reason that there's a phrase that goes around from a certain community that says, we don't like our business being put on Front Street.
Okay.
You know, there's like a saying, right, we don't like our business being put on Front Street. But we already know how they get down. You know, that driving up to the high school, older, teenage pregnancy and all of that, that's nothing new. You know, that's nothing that nobody don't know. You know, it's no surprise. You know, it's nothing new. You know, I wouldn't be mad at MC Lyte for getting a taste of the young sugar. Why young black sugar? Why should you get mad at her? You know, she didn't start it. It's been going around for a long time. It's acceptable. You know, so you know.
Well, in all actuality, the Caucasian started the mutilation of children and draining their blood, and a certain culture was exiled out of many places in Europe because of certain rituals where they would where they would drain the blood from children. Yes?
We don't consider small hats Caucasians. You already know that. They are not considered Caucasian in any way, shape, or form.
Got him! Got him!
In any way, shape, or form.
Old nigga started with the uppercut.
So,
Huh?
There is white, and there is black, and there is the devil. You know, and yeah, those people are not Caucasian.
R. Kelly and other R&B singers hanging at high schools does not compare to the Caucasian who shot up the fucking the Amish schoolhouse. I forget what year that was with the small girls in Pennsylvania. Does not compare. Come on.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think you guys got it caught up in numbers right about this time. It's 2023. Let's not forget, you know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of inner city schools have been plagued. Let's say that, you know. You know, I don't really see it being too crazy. I mean, she said 17, you know, so you know. I've seen worse than that. I've definitely seen worse than that on a regular day-to-day basis on the subway. I've seen younger women than that, younger girls than that, having 2 or 3 babies in tow. You know, help them up the subway stairs with their stroller. You know, and there's 2 or 3 babies behind them with a bonnet on, and you're like, oh Lord have mercy, I feel bad for this girl. So, you know,
Coral Eugene Watts. Stay with me, Rory. Stay with me. Do you remember that name? He was like one of the biggest serial killers. Is it Coral?
Who's that?
Troll babies. Can anybody Google? I can't Google. Coral Eugene Watts, black guy. Let me Google this. The number.
Is that the dude from down in Atlanta?
Hang on. No. Coral Eugene Watts. There he is. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Born in Killeen, Texas. Died in Jackson, Mississippi. This is one of your biggest serial killers ever, black man. But now, you see, the thing with him, he's born in 1953, died in 2007. The thing with him was that why he never got his props is because there was no method to his madness. He would literally just ring your doorbell, you answer the door, and he would stab you in the fucking chest and run. So he does not, compare to John Wayne Gacy, who you're familiar with. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Let's Google John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Goddamn right
Yeah,
you
I know
do.
who he is. Yeah, but you see, you know what the problem is, so that's not fair because I'm gonna say this, it's not that's not fair because
nigga start with the wheel kick. Hang on.
No, hold on.
No, you hold on, white boy. John Wayne Gacy, born in 1942, died in 1994.
Yeah.
Okay, he was born in Chicago. He was literally burying young white Caucasian boys after he sexually assaulted them under the fucking the porch.
Yeah. They said there was more than one of them,
33. Yeah. This is grafted man behavior. So don't try and talk about, R. Kelly and these niggas hanging at high schools like that shit holds weight. Come on, let's go.
No, Star, that's not fair. We cannot compare serial killers by race. That's not fair because black people have to kill a lot more people to be considered a serial killer than white people do. And that's not fair. Like, if a white person kills 4 or 5 people, they're a serial killer automatic. But if King Von kills 10 or 12 people, he's not a serial killer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
King Von was a freedom fighter.
They're serial killers. This shit, it's not, it doesn't, the math don't equal out if you do the math, It don't equal out.
King Von was killing other gang members. Hang on. Technically, he was a freedom fighter. He was ridding the streets of niggers. He wasn't just shooting innocent.
Oh, please, there's plenty of people that
he wasn't killing innocent women. He was killing other niggers, gang members. He was doing, work. Go ahead.
Well, that's just King Von, but I think he probably caught a lot of people in crossfire too. But he was never ever profiled as a serial killer. It was just regular nigger shit. But part of my French. I didn't mean to use the N-word, but yeah.
No, I like when you use the N-word. No. Hang on. Please keep using the N-word. Don't stop. Come on.
There's plenty of gangbangers all from coast to coast, from L.A. to New York, that killed multiple people, but they're not considered a serial killer.
Right.
But as soon as a white person kills a couple of people, they're a serial killer.
Right.
So the mathematics, I say this, the mathematics of the day is white people and black people don't kill the equal number of people to be considered serial killers. That's the mathematics of the day. It takes white people five kill shots, and it takes black people 25 kill shots to be called a serial killer. So the mathematics of the day is racially the math don't add up. That's the mathematics of the day. And as always, the number 7. The almighty number 7 is perpendicular to the square, for all my 5%ers out there that understand that alien language. Feel me?
Stay with me. I want to change my showrunner. Folks, I'm talking to one of my friends, Rory. He is a friend. I have very few friends, but Rory's a friend. Let me put my PayPal information on the screen. Pow, okay. Now, I heard you, and you and I talk, behind the scenes. The the difference between the Caucasian killing foundational black Americans, Caribbean blacks, African Americans, what have you, the difference between the Caucasian killing black people and black people killing black people are in pursuit of economics and finance, trying to get a come up, fighting for capitalist needs. The Caucasian, his or her motives are laced in hatred. There's a difference. The killings, the shootings, it's by way of a prejudice nature or hatred. Black on black crime, again, is prompted by those who are trying to compete. Listen, I'm trying to get the brand new motherfucking C-Class. You're in my way. Pow, pow, pow. It's not because I so much hate you. I don't hate you. But, you're trying to stop me from shining. You feel me? Do you understand?
Yeah, I kind of understand, but some of those white people, they're just sticking true to their ideology, But black people, they'll shoot somebody over getting a bad pedicure or a manicure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have deep ideology about it. It's like just off the top, they just blow their top. I got a bad manicure, mammy pull out a 25 and bustle off in the whole Korean store.
Right.
At least if you have an ideology, you're going to stick to your ideology, and you're going to...
Bitch, you fucked up my cuticles. You gave me the nigga special. Give me the same treatment you give the white folk, or else. Pow!
Or else, yeah. Oh, please, you scratched my fingernail. I don't like the way this manicure this French manicure looks uneven. So I'm gonna bust this whole place down, and your mama and your daddy too. So there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. As far as serial killers go, I don't think it's fair the way they classify them racially. I really don't think it's fair. We just had a guy over here in New York City. He stabbed 2 girls in the back, young girls, teenagers, in the back. And he said, before he did it, he said, I'm going to stab these people because they're white, And still, he didn't get charged with no hate crime. And the guy has had multiple times where he said, I'm going to go after this person because you're working for white people or because you're white or whatever. There's no hate crime.
Sounds like he was inspired by God.
Two-tiered system. It's definitely a two-tiered system. And I don't...
A soldier in the army of God. Soldier.
Yeah. I say on the other...
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Good.
Oh, the white man is God. The white man is God.
No, the white man is the devil.
Picture in the living room. The white man is God.
No, sir.
Blonde locks. Yeah. But yet, we'll say this. I don't know much on the other topic. I don't know much about Pastor Jennings, but he could be a positive influence. Yeah, he could be a positive influence. You know what I mean? Because
Rory, can I interrupt? Because yesterday you and I were texting, and I said to you, listen, man, I'm not doing a show tonight. I'm doing a little more research. When you get time, if you get time, this man he's one of the top 5 best on the planet with regard.
Really?
Yes. Out of North Philly with regards to knowledge of the Bible, Old and New Testament. Pastor Gino Jennings. He's
I'm not knocking him.
Check him out.
I'm not knocking him.
Check him out. This is not the guy.
No, but they got so many Dorcas and DeMarcus out here. And DeMarcus running amok. It would be a good thing.
Rory. Never mind Creflo Dollar. Never mind Joel Alstein. Never mind T.D. Jakes. Check him out, man. Check him out.
I'll check him out. It would be a good thing if he was a good guy and he came along and he was a man of moral superiority and for his community, that would be a really good thing, man, because Dorcas and DeMarcus out here, running amok, man. It's kind of crazy. We're watching these crazy things.
Okay. Hey, Rory, I gotta go, man. Let's talk tomorrow. Let's talk tomorrow, man.
Yo, Star, let me say real quick about Sir Shy.
Go ahead.
Listen, Sir Shy be calling my name out. I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why Sir Shy be calling. I don't know this cat. You know what I'm saying? The only thing positive about the Bay Area is Sir Shy and his boyfriend. Both them niggas got the bonus, man. That's the only thing positive about Sir Shy. Okay. Sir Shy be walking around dropping his wallet in San Francisco, hoping somebody go all up in his Silicon Valley. So that I don't know about that Fruit Loop always calling my name out, man. It's a wrap for him, man. Yeah.
All right, Rory, great to talk to you. And listen, you keep the N-word in your mouth. You hear me? Keep it in your mouth.
Oh, I don't have no problem with it.
Talk to you later. All right.
All right, folks.
That's my guy, Rory. All right, folks. I'm going to take this off of my showrunner. I was, hoping to have a conversation with somebody from Philly, but I guess, it's Friday night. People are busy or what have you. When you get time, folks, if you want to see, based upon my suggestion and or opinion, one of the best who has knowledge of the Bible, check out some clips of Pastor Gino Jennings. He gives smoke to everybody. Joel Osteen, Creflo Dollar. He even took shots at Reverend Ike. He preaches the word. Preaches the word. Anybody from Philly in the live chat before I change the showrunner? Tony, have you ever seen Gino Jennings live? I did in the mid-90s. I was at his church. Have you? Probably not. And he's been going at TD Jakes for well over a year or so, if not more. Hold on a second. But there's a couple of clips, lately, talking about him, so I wanted to at least mention that, all right? Jay, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Oh, well, what's going on? I know nothing about Math Hoffa's my guy. Can you email me? I'm not the speed. What's going on? Send me an email. Jay, thank you for your donation. Is Math okay? Math is a great guy. Ricky Dredd, thank you. Okay. Red, I got your donation. Red Carson, are you tapping in? Rondell, I got your donation. Star, I thought MC Lyte was a stud. Hey, man. Hold on a second, guys. I want to make sure I'm getting all of your cash apps. Thank you so much for your support. Burr, Clayton. Hold on a second. And there was a female. Did I acknowledge the female? I am playful. Thank you so much. I forgot about the stray cats. Yeah. Thank you, darling. Okay. Let's go back to area code 631. Good evening. We're talking about MC Lyte's old lyrics. They have resurfaced. Are you offended? Is it not a big deal? Are you up to speed? 631. Friday night. Yes, no, maybe?
Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yes. Can you hear me?
What's
going on?
It's a little fuzzy.
All right. I'm 48 from Andyville, and I just want to say that.
Sir, can I ask you to get off of the headset? I want to hear you. You're calling from Amityville, Long Island, yes?
Yes, sir. Let me take the headphones off.
Yeah, please.
Let me disconnect.
Take off the fly nigga headset. Let's have this conversation.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you go. Yes,
okay,
sir.
What's going on, Star?
Friday night.
Good to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Salute to you.
All right. I'm 48, and around the time that came out, right, I'm not making no excuses for her, but I feel like that was like a marketing scheme for them because our age group, that's who they were catering to.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think, the message is, I don't think it was malicious in intent, but the message was what they were saying. So that's not to give her a pass, but I get it. And it's, it was just a different time.
You have the floor. I'm listening. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
That's just my perspective on it. It's not that I'm trying to protect MC Lyte or any other musician from that time, but that's just how I feel.
You say you're 40 what? 40 what?
48.
Okay.
So it's when they came out, like LL, all these people came out, Queen Latifah, and they were talking to us. We was the audience. It wasn't the older generation. It wasn't the Rory, me and Rory. It wasn't him that they were speaking to. It was us that was going out and buying the compact CDs, compact disc, and each things of that nature.
Okay.
You did?
I hear you loud and clear. And at the end of the day, it's art, but the black man is getting so much hell in today's day and time. We got Young Thug on trial for lyrics. Ricky Rose had a song. I think he was talking about putting pills and girls' drinks or something. I don't know. Man, listen, I mean, to each his own. However, I listen to a lot of what's going on. And I question it, and I'm an atheist, Your morals.
Well,
hang on. If I can just say this, in my world, your morals, ethics, and values come to you by way of conceptual integrations. Has nothing to do with religion or the so-called omnipotent power. But now I remember Ja Rule, I forget the name of the song, I keep them drugged up off that ecstasy. You ever heard that? You know what song that was?
Yeah, I don't know what song it is, but I know the time.
I was on the radio, sir.
You was
in the mornings. Hang on. And I'm listening. When I started doing terrestrial radio, sir, I was 36 years of age. I wasn't some young person who was on the street team. I didn't grow up on Hot 97. That was just a fucking business move to me. That's why I didn't give that's why I didn't give a shit about leaving in 2003. You don't got the money? I'm out of here. Now, I remember Ja Rule, whatever song that was, I keep them drugged up off that ecstasy. I questioned that on the radio. For damn near 2 weeks when I heard J-Lo saying, I tell them niggas mind their biz, but they don't hear me, though. I remember 2001 or whatever year that was, Diddy said, I got Asian women to change my linen after I done blazed and hit them.
Right.
Somewhere around 2004, I think his name was Jaquan. Hang on, sir, hang on. I'm going to let you finish. Somewhere around Jaquan. What was that song, Troll Babies?
Getting tipsy.
Yeah, was it got a girl 14 pregnant thinking she needed to be killed like Kennedy? Huh?
I get it. But being 36 at that time, you had a different moral compass than what the radio was programming into their targeted audience. So, it's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger than hip hop. And it's the execs. If there is a double standard with the men and the women, I agree.
Yeah.
Because even Cardi B was talking about how she was drugging guys.
Yeah.
And there's no Flacco on it. It went up and under the rug.
Right.
And then somebody
she got a Pepsi endorsement deal after admitting to out in Las Vegas that's considered trick rolling. It's a crime. Go ahead.
But Cardi B is more influential. She's gonna reach more people, so they're gonna hold on to her. So it's up to us, like you said when you was 36, to have that moral compass to see past that bullshit that's going on. Because it is a double standard, and that's what's going on. They playing us.
What a sick, disgusting species we are, huh? We think we're so fucking unique, and we have the ability to conceptualize. That's what makes us different from animals. Animals are instinctive. We have the ability to conceptualize. Yet we're as hateful and stupid as fuck for the most part. Jay, I got your donation. Jay, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you send me an email, sir? Thank you for your support. Guys, on the screen, youtube.com/at I Hate Everyone TV. Thank you. Okay. I am playful, Brian Setzer. And the yes. Thank you, I am playful. Brian Setzer. Is he still around? Hang on a second. This woman sent scroll up here. Brian Setzer. I used to get him confused with George Thorogood. Bad to the bone. Okay, Brian Setzer. It looks like he's still alive. Yeah, he went in to do the big band thing. Yeah, I never gave a shit about him. Okay, he was born in 59. Okay, he's still around. I didn't dislike him. I just didn't, that rockabilly shit. I didn't give a fuck about him. But thank you. I am playful for the update. Hold on, guys. King Simon, are you calling in, sir? What number are you calling in from? Okay, King, he sent me something. Hang on a second. King Simon, I don't have my contacts in. What are you doing? Okay, is that my family? Queen Afua. Salute to the queen. That's my blood family. Okay. Oh, man, she's going to be in D.C. Are you going, King Simon? So much love for her. Thank you, King Simon. Are you going to this? That's my family for real, for real. My blood family. Elvis the Chef, I got your donation. Boys' lives don't matter. Oh. Okay. Rory, I got your donation. I spoke to Rory. Blade says, you still using that Lopez alias, I see. Yo, the fucking Karen at the goddamn pizzeria, where they have real Italians in the back. It's Lopez. Well, what difference does it make if my first name is fucking Sanchez or Victor? Lopez, bitch, get the fucking pie ready. The fuck? Let's go to area code 678. Good evening. Friday night, we're talking about a few topics. Are you up to speed? 678. In 5, 4, 3.
Yeah. What's going on? We still talking about MC Lyte, right?
Yes, sir. That's the title. MC Lyte's old lyrics about liking little boys sparks debate.
Yeah. Okay. So I just looked into it. I don't really see anything wrong with the lyrics, especially for the fact because first of all, she was only 21, I think, when she said it, and the guy was 17, so that's 4 years. That's not that crazy. And then also for me, I feel like we need double standards. Like I feel like it's kind of the same thing. Like when you think of like domestic violence, to me, like you can say all domestic violence is wrong and shit like that, but at the end of the day, are you really gonna feel as bad for a man getting beat by a woman as you are a woman getting beaten by a man? It's the same thing with this. It's like, yeah, there is kind of a double standard, but I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it. It's just men are kind of more predatory, I feel like, by nature. So it's more frowned upon, but we can kind of look out for ourselves more. So, you know, if we want to get with the older woman when we're young, like when I was 15, I got with a 19-year-old, and that was one of the best experiences of my life. So, you know, I may be biased, but
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what she said. Absolutely.
You said when you were 15 years old, you got with a guy and he was 19, yes?
Whoa, not a guy, with a woman.
Okay. Okay, if you say so.
4-year gap.
Okay. You're how old now, sir? You're how old now?
I'm 30 years old. So look,
hang on, just take it easy, sir. I let you speak. Can I chime in? Can I chime in?
Okay.
Respectfully, what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns?
Okay. I'm a he, respectfully.
Okay. So you said that you think males are more what? What was the term you used?
Predatory.
Who told you that lie?
It's not a lie. It's a fact. I mean, men always talk about being the hunters, right? I mean, that's, you know, we go out and get the prey. Like, men approach women. I mean, women approach men sometimes too, but for the most part,
Who programmed you with that lie, sir? That lie.
That's not a lie. Why are you considering this a lie?
Okay. Who programmed you to believe that?
I wouldn't say it was anyone in particular. It's just, I guess it's just the way I came to view the world. So you're disagreeing? You're saying women are more predatory?
Well, I'm just a dumb dropout. Are you in front of a laptop or a computer?
Yeah, I am at the moment.
After copulation, the female praying mantis, what does she do to the male? Google that. After copulation.
I think I already know. Doesn't she like bite his head off after sex or something like that?
Well, tell us, sir. I'm just a dumb dropout. What does she do?
All right, I'm gonna look up female praying.
Give him a second, folks. Give him a second. This man, he said it's a fact that males are the true predators. Yes, that's what you said, sir.
I mean, we are talking about.
Can you go, sir? Can you Google? I don't want to argue. You're younger. You've got more energy. You're probably hyped up on sugar water and a perk 10. A perk 10. Google.
No,
sexual copulation, praying mantis. The female, I think she eats the head of the male after he ejaculates.
Right.
Well, don't say right until you read it. What do you got?
I'm not. It's just giving me basic facts. Mantis that's with compounds. You said I got to type in what? Copulation praying mantis or something? What was the word?
Did you go to college, sir?
Say that again?
Did you go to college? Did you graduate high school?
Yes, I graduated high school and college.
Okay. Well, I'm a fucking high school dropout, sir. I can't help you Google.
Okay, I got it now. It says biting off the head or legs of her mate and eating them. The behavior which occurs less than 30%. It said it occurs less than 30% of all mating sessions. So it's not a 100% of the time type of thing. But
well, it depends on your source. What is your source? Give us the source.
It's the first thing that popped up on Google. Thoughtco.com. Never heard of it, but.
Google, for the most part, you can't trust everything that just pops up because there's a thing called digital Maoism. Digital Maoism. But it's a fact. It's a fact, sir, that the female praying mantis chews the head off and eats it of the male after copulation. How do you spell copulation? I forget.
I got COPULATION. Don't know if that's right though.
Well, can you confirm whether it's right or not, sir? I'm a fucking dropout. I'm asking you. You've got a college degree. I'm asking you.
Copulation, yes, that is. Oh, yep, sexual intercourse, copulation. That is the correct spelling.
Okay. The female lion. What is the proper term for the female lion? She does the hunting. The male just sits around, right? She's actually the predator, right?
That's true.
And other mammals and insects, the females do the hunting. So again, I ask you, sir, where are you getting this propaganda that males are predatory? Because you see, hang on, sir, let me just finish the question. I'll let you finish up. Once a male and or man gets married, he then becomes a shell of a man. That female, her intention is to break him. And she finds a way to get him to ejaculate inside her uterus. You know all about the sperm, finding its way to the eggs. You know that already. And then she already has in her mind for 9 fucking months, I'm going to fuck his life up and he's going to do what I say. And that's why when you go out with her, whether it's to the supermarket or wherever, she then starts to take an inch and then it becomes a mile. She says, don't buy that. Get the other one. Put that back. Come on with the cart. Hurry up. She breaks you. So again, sir, where are you getting this bullshit about that the male is the predator? Please finish up.
Right. I hear you. I feel like you're talking more so like about emotional manipulation. I'm talking more so just from like a physical standpoint. Like I said, in terms of domestic violence, like we're not going to take that serious. Since men are physically more dominant than women, we tend to feel less bad if a man is being abused by a woman as opposed to a man abusing a woman because he's way stronger. And I feel like there's a double standard in that regard. I have no problem with that. And there's also a double standard in the regard of sexual relations. Now, that's not to say that your point is completely invalid, that women don't have some form of predatory manipulation, but it's more so like emotional. It's not really, like physically harming.
Okay. I thank you for your call, sir. Salute. Thank you.
Yep.
For the record, every time I've chin checked a bitch, it's been self-defense. Bitch, get off me. Bitch, stop following me. Bitch, stop trying to scratch up my car, bitch. Can I get an amen in the live chat? It's self-defense. Hold on, guys. Red, I got your donation. Okay, are you calling in or you just... I appreciate you, Red. Thank you, man. Oh, Blade, nigga, no, you didn't. Blade, I've been talking about that for decades. I got suspended, Blade, on Hot 97 for talking about that. Draining the blood of children in Europe. Hold on a second. Someone said, I represent Miss Hunter, though I am. All right, folks, I don't really do like interviews. I mean, that I did that decades ago. That's not my thing. I do more of a trending topic news, format, but okay. Well, somebody will respond. My daughter, Amy, will respond to your email. Thank you for reaching out. You want me to interview somebody. Sir Shy, I got your donation. I already, okay, wait. Is this Sir Shy again? Sir Shy, is that you again, 510?
Yeah, what's up, Star? I was on the line when that bitch Rory called, but, he hung up.
Sir Shy, we're not doing the name calling in the back and forth. Come on, man. Stop, Doc. Stop.
I mean, he called my name.
No,
but
you've been calling his name first. I don't like that, man. I don't promote that. Come on, stop it, man. I appreciate your support. What's going on?
All right.
Man? Come on.
I want to talk on the Karen subject. If you hanging up on Karens.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to get at Karens. As you know, in Oakland, we were the first city to get a Karen to move out of Oakland. The Barbecue Becky incident that happened a few years ago.
Okay.
That was right at Lake Merritt.
Gotcha.
She tried to weaponize the police on some people barbecuing, and we got her ass up out of there.
I remember that.
And
I remember that.
Yeah, this in the Bay Area alone, unlike New York, unlike Texas and other places, we check white supremacy on the spot. Not saying that we don't have our issues, black on black crime, gentrification, but when it comes to these Karens, whether it's a noise complaint or it can be anything from noise complaints to party and functions. When one white woman or man says anything, we all come in together. When we see when black kids get pulled over by the police, we all ask what's going on. So, get that bitch ass. Where's Rory's bitch ass?
Hold on a second, man. Yeah, because it's like, dog, it's like, I appreciate your support, man, but you're like, I don't want to stop taking your calls, but come on, take it easy, man. Take it easy with all that.
All right.
I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to put you on hold. You guys work it out. It's Friday night, right? Just sit tight. Sheesh. I don't like that, man. Okay, Star Report back in the building. We're going to try and finish up our topic here about MC Lyte's old lyrics from the song Too Young for What, where she speaks about liking boys, little boys. She says in the lyrics, little boys, okay? Let me bring in Janet. I've been wanting to talk to her because she sent me a couple of emails with regards to the Color Purple musical, which I want to try and see this weekend. Janet, are you there on a Friday night? Janet.
Yes, I am. How are you, Star?
I'm great. Good to hear from you. Thank you for being so patient. Are you up to speed on the MC Lyte song, Too Young for What? We're discussing her lyrics that have come under fire.
Yes, I see that. But on two sites, the lyric sites and song meaning sites, they have that the lyrics were written by Ernie Isley and Christopher H. Jasper. And on the other site, they name all the Isley brothers as writers. They're really not even giving her credit for these lyrics on these lyric sites, song meanings, and so on and so forth.
On the block where Jen already called in and broke down the other contributing writers, but MC Lyte is the one who executed, the lyrics. This is on her album. She spit the lyrics on the song when she performed it. So it's her. It's her project, if you will.
Right. Okay. Well, if you know what, sometimes we go back. She was 20 when the song came out. She turned 21 in October. But, that's neither here nor there. And the legal age in New York where she resided when she made the song of consent is 17. So that's neither here or there. So the object of this discussion was the fact that in the rap music or in the rap genre, as you all say, there's a lot of explicit lyrics regarding underage, intercourse with older people. Am I correct?
Yeah. Pedophilia behavior, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, should she come out and say something? She should come out and say something that regarding that time in her life. And
I think
to
so.
reiterate that
think so. Yeah.
you have to be an idiot to know that that's something is wrong with that. Now, taking in consideration that she was the youngest of this lyrical group that was writing, what does that say about the people that actually wrote the song that she performed? Are we calling them out too? Because if we're going to call the performer out, we're going to have to call these lyricists out also, because that's in their mind. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we could say the Pledge of Allegiance day in and day out, but we didn't write it, but we are reciting it.
Okay.
So whatever. So now we got to go through the person who wrote this, what was in their mind, and how their outlook was. So now, who's the real perpetrator? A 20-year-old, not coming to defense, but a 20-year-old that's trying to get out of an economical situation that she's in, or the older gentleman.
Economical situation. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Jan, hang on a second. My research says she was older than the age that you stated at the time. I mean, most rappers, singers.
No, well,
hang on. Movie stars. They take a few years off of their real age. Either way, the question is, should MC Lyte address these lyrics? I don't want to see her, be arrested. I mean, it's just lyrics. There's no one outright accusing her, but they have been brought, forth. So what do you think? Or are you giving her a pass, as you do, Janet, with regards to, females? You usually cut them some slack.
No, I think that she should, as I stated a little while ago, that she should make a statement.
Okay.
She should make a statement regarding the abuse of younger women and younger males in the industry as they know it, and including herself, because she was given these words to say, as a young woman by older men that should have known that.
Are you saying that MC Lyte was abused? I didn't see that story. Where you getting that from?
Abused, but I'm just stating, if she is repeating the lyrics that someone gave her, that they came from an older men who were well established in the music business, and they gave it to this young girl to repeat on national radio. I'm saying who's more of the corporate here?
Gotcha.
The older gentleman, the Isley brothers, or MC Lyte. That's the only thing I'm saying.
All right, okay.
But she should say something.
Yeah,
because
I think so.
At the end of the day, her brand is on that song.
Right.
So she should say something.
Okay.
Okay.
Janet,
But
before you go, hang on a second. Now, I have not seen The Color Purple yet. You sent me a couple of emails, and one of the emails.
You gotta
hang on. And one of the emails, I scanned it. I couldn't read the whole thing because I was driving. You said you were at the job with coworkers crying, something like that. The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, because we was talking about we was discussing The Color Purple, our reviews and stuff, because one person had gave it like a 5 because they really didn't understand what was, the symbolism of everything.
Okay.
And then so we was just going, and one person gave it to a 7. And so we was going through points that was poignant in the movie. And by the time we finished talking about it, we was like, yeah. So it was like all 10s all the way across. Because, you just can't look at the surface. You got to look at the meaning behind everything that went on. And the most important part of that movie, oh, my God, get ready to go.
Don't spoil it, Janet. I'm going to try and watch it this weekend. Now, okay, so you enjoyed it. Hang on. You're from my
Oh, my God, I loved it.
You're from my generation. You're almost 60. How does this film compare to the original in 1980?
You know what?
In the 80s.
Wait a minute. I'm not almost 60. I'm gonna be getting to 60 in a little while. I ain't almost 60. Okay.
Tomato.
Almost 60. Okay.
How does this film compare to the original Color Purple?
Well, they're okay. So they're based on the same Alice Walker book, right? So now when I went, my mother took me. My mother took me and my sister, and it was a family outing because she had read the book and she felt very strongly about it. Okay. And we had our talks about these things. Okay, so but this one is the musical, right? So it stays close to the vest with the subject. However, the things that they did in this musical, if you blink, you're going to miss it because you have to be open. You have to look at this, and you have to become these people in your mind.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You have to. I'm telling. Oh, can I just? I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I just want to tell you this one part that to me, Fantasia has to get an Oscar.
Okay.
It's when her so-called stepfather dies, and they rewrote a little things, from the original. And they was in a store. She was in the store with the stepfather widow, and when the stepfather explained to her that these things were hers that left from her father, and that her father went down, and when they talked to the lawyers, her father had went down to the courtroom, when she was a baby, and put her name and her sister's name on everything. And she said, and it's the most shocking and most...
Janet, I hate to cut you short, but please don't spoil it for other people. My question, again... Hang on. My question is, how does this film compare to the original? Even though this is a musical, how does it compare? Is it better? Is it just as good?
It doesn't compare because it's two different... it doesn't compare. It's the same story.
Okay.
You understand? And both of them are always going to be number one to me, not only because it's a great story, a great book, and the memory that I had with my mom's watching this.
Dana said it was almost a love story between Celie and Sophia. Would you agree? A love story.
Between Celie and Sophia? No. It was a mentorship, but it was a mentorship. It was a mentorship turned around. But you're probably talking about Celie and Suge. Yeah, they were lovers. I mean, what's the big deal about that? They were in the book. They were lovers, so it's no big deal. I mean,
so
why
was
in America
Fantasia and Taraji P. Henson, were they getting it in the film? Were they French kissing and finger popping?
Well, you know what? It's assumed. It's assumed, but that's not important.
That's very important because I want to know if they're just outright. Hang on. I want to know before I see it because if this is just man bashing and if this is a lesbian love story, I may not go to the theater. I was going to try to go to the theater, but so it's assumed.
It's not a man bashing story.
Okay.
It's a coming of age story of the black culture.
Is my favorite line in the film? You told Harpo to beat me. Is that in the film? That line?
Yes. That's in the film.
Okay.
Yes, in the film.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Star.
Yeah. All my life I had to fight. Is that part in there too?
I'm telling you, Star.
All my life.
Yes, Star. That part is in there. And she did a wonderful. I wish I can remember her name. She did a wonderful.
Does Fantasia spit in the glass of water like Whoopi did?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did, and she stirs it. Yes, that happens.
Okay.
But certain parts didn't happen. But you told me not to say anything, so I'm not going to say anything. But certain parts didn't happen. So it's not exactly like it, and you can't compare it because you're looking at, when you go see it, when you first saw it, you were young.
All right.
You were young. Now you're older. So
no, I'm older than you. I wasn't that young. But listen, Janet, thank you for tapping in. We'll catch up this weekend. Thank you, Janet.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay.